clears throat, adjusts shawl, smiles warmly. Peace be with you, friends. I am Mary, wife of Clopas, and I've seen things that would change the world forever. Let me tell you about a time, a heartbreaking, hope-filled time, that forever altered my understanding of love, loss, and the unwavering power of faith. It's the story of Lazarus. Now, Lazarus, he was a dear friend of Jesus. He lived in Bethany with his sisters, Martha and Mary. A lovely family, full of kindness and hospitality. Jesus, he often sought refuge in their home, finding solace and good company there. We all knew it. One day, word reached Jesus that Lazarus was gravely ill. The message was urgent, filled with the sisters' desperate pleas. Lord, it said, the one you love is sick. Now, most of us, we would have expected Jesus to rush immediately to Bethany. We'd have thought he would have dropped everything to heal his friend. But he didn't. Pause, look thoughtful. He stayed where he was for 2 more days. 2 agonizing days while Lazarus' life hung by a thread. And then, finally, he announced to his disciples, Lazarus is dead, and for your sakes I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe. Believe, even in the face of death? It seemed impossible. We traveled to Bethany, the Samba group. By the time we arrived, Lazarus had been in the tomb for 4 days. 4 days? The air hung heavy with grief, the silence broken only by the muffled sobs of mourners. Martha, bless her heart, rushed out to meet Jesus, her face etched with sorrow and, well, a touch of resentment, I think. Lord, she said, her voice trembling, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Pause, lower voice slightly. Oh, the pain in her voice. It was almost unbearable. But then, a flicker of hope ignited in her eyes. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask. Jesus, he looked at her with such compassion. He knew her heart, her unwavering faith even in the midst of such profound loss. He said to her, your brother will rise again. Martha, being the practical one, replied, I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day. She was clinging to the promise of eternal life, the hope of seeing her brother again someday. Then Jesus spoke words that resonated deep within my soul, words that still echo in my heart today. He said, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? Look directly at the audience. Do you believe this? It's a question we all must answer. Martha, with unwavering faith, replied, Yes, Lord. I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who is to come into the world. Then, Mary came out, falling at Jesus' feet, overcome with grief. The sight of her weeping, and all the other mourners, deeply moved Jesus. He was troubled in spirit, deeply distressed. Where have you laid him? He asked. Come and see, Lord, they replied. And then Jesus wept. Pause, let the weight of that moment sink in. Even Jesus, the Son of God, wept. He wept for the loss of his friend, for the pain of the sisters, for the sting of death itself. We followed him to the tomb, the cave with a stone rolled across the entrance. Jesus said, Take away the stone. Martha, practical as ever, protested, Lord, by this time there will be a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days. But Jesus, he looked at her and said, Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? So, they took away the stone. And Jesus, he looked up to heaven and prayed, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me. Then, he cried out in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. Raise voice slightly. And Lazarus came out. He was bound hand and foot with strips of linen, and a cloth was around his face. Jesus said to them, "Take off the grave clothes and let him go." Pause, smile broadly. Lazarus was alive. He was back. It was a miracle, a breathtaking, life-affirming miracle. This story, the story of Lazarus, it taught me that even in the face of